Hey, good morning, BTP community. This is another BTP Straight Talk with Jasmine Haley, the founder of Beyond the Prophy, co-founder of Mom Genist. And I've got a lot of background noise in the back, but hey, we're getting this recording done regardless of that, because I said I was going to give out a new episode every Monday, especially that deals with personal development, so that you can start off your week with something that helps me as I go week by week. So I just had the most amazing weekend, not because it was a holiday break, but it's because I really set the intention for the weekend. So my family and I had a chance to go up to New York City, which is where I'm from. Any New Yorkers listen to this podcast? Whoop, whoop. And I'm originally from Queens. And so we decided to go up, do a spiritual activity as a family, because we do know that is such an important aspect of our life. So we did that first. Then we went to see our family. And then we left a day earlier so that we can come back home, decompress, and just, get ready for the upcoming week. And it was the best decision we ever made, because we've gone in the past to visit our family, and we have been, going to this house and that house and this house and that house, going to Brooklyn, going to Queens, going, to Staten Island to visit this family. And we would be so stressed and feel like we had nothing accomplished, felt like we were just overly taxed. And so we were very intentional about, okay, this is our purpose for coming up here. We want to make sure we see the family members, but also make sure that we get some time to rest and get some time to enjoy New York City and get some time to enjoy our children and enjoy each other. And we really got a chance to do that this time. It had been a while since we've been up there, but it was so nice. And I love walking with my husband by ourselves with no kids. It takes me back to my young days and just being like, this is my man. I mean, I am so ridiculous. My husband's like, oh my gosh, like, what is up with the public display of affection right now? I mean, like, you go overboard when we're in New York. And that's not the case. It's just that I feel so great. I feel wonderful, one, because it's cold outside. It's not hot like where we live. And, we're on our own. And it's just so great to kind of connect in that way without the distraction of our kids' needs. And so it's going to go in together with this topic today. And you're wondering, like, what is the topic? And the topic really is, have you decluttered your life? And so before I get into that, I do want to tell you that some of the other cool things that I got a chance to do was my husband drove. So I used that time to use my phone with my hotspot and get some things taken care of. Yes, the life of an entrepreneur never really truly ends, but when you're in a space that I'm in, which is I'm going through a coaching program, 2 coaching programs, in fact, and one is so that I can make this amazing retreat experience for our community. And guys, I found the house that we're going to be staying in. That's right, 3 days, 2 nights, 13 women are going to be able to join me and another facilitator that I can't tell you just now until she signs that contract, where we're going to be loving on you, building a sense of community, really focusing on making sure that we take care of ourselves, that we are away from the politics and the mean girls of our industry, and just really connect on a deeper, soulful, more mindful level. And I had an experience like that last year where I went to women's retreat, and now this is women's retreat 2.0 BTP style. You know what I'm saying? So we have a gorgeous house, 8 bedrooms and 8 or 9 bedrooms. And it's a few minutes walk to the beach. It's all these open windows. It has several decks. And even an enclosed deck. I'm sorry. We have an open floor plan for the kitchen. I am working on getting a personal chef so that we don't have to worry about cooking for ourselves. That's right, y'all. I'm looking for a Bethany Beach photographer. So if anyone knows of one, please send me an email, support@beyondtheprofi.com. And I want a woman. Yes, I have to be biased right now. We want women because this is a full women's retreat, and we're going to be talking about things that pertain to us as women. So anyway, the house is gorgeous, and it felt so amazing to lock that down, to put the deposit for that, and to finish the landing page so that people can join in and be able to get on the mailing list so they know when registration opens, because there's only 13 spots available. And let me tell you something, 2 nights in this gorgeous house, huge house, and a personal chef with swag items that you guys can have for just self-care. We're doing mindful activities. We're connecting on a deeper level. It's going to be sold out. There's no doubt about it. So if you're interested in seeing the landing page, you can't find it unless you are actually in the Beyond the Profi Facebook page, or if you go to beyondtheprofi.com/P/Beyond the Profi retreat. All one word. So beyondtheprofi.com/P/Beyond the Profi retreat. There you can find the landing page. Put your email in. I am not sending it to my 4,000 subscribers or anything like that. First, it's only going to the people who are really, really interested in this, so that they have the chance to get a seat at this event, because it is going to be so worth it. And I seriously cannot wait. So the topic is about decluttering, because I've had to I'm working with a coach right now that's helping me do everything that I need to do with my business as far as automation. I've just hired a new virtual assistant. I have 2 virtual assistants that work with me that are not in Maryland, but I just hired one that's in Maryland, which is great. She can come to my house and work with me. And I have 2 virtual assistants out of our state that 3 actually that work with me. So it's really great to have someone that's nearby and really be able to kind of pull away and do what's necessary without feeling like I am on my own, because it could be lonely. And so what I've been doing is decluttering my life. I have been throwing out every single thing that's not necessary in my house. I don't know if, we've been in our home for 5 years, and I don't know if you have some things that's sitting around your house that are just collecting dust, whether it be clothes that you haven't worn, that when you were like 50 pounds lighter, or just items around the house you're saving. Like, I tend to hold on to things that someone may have given me that may no longer be here, or I may be holding on to things like, oh, this is such a great memory. This is when I met so-and-so. And I've been holding on to items like that has starting to really start accumulating in little pockets of our house. So I've been decluttering. I mean, bags and bags and bags, paper, shredding tons of paper, getting rid of things, getting rid of like old cards that I really don't really need. I've been getting rid of just name it. You name it, it's out of here. Whether it's old baby clothes that are gone, need to go, whether it is things that people have given me. Now I'm very intentional about what I'm bringing into the house, and it's amazing. But I've also taken that on the physical aspect and have decluttered my life also when it comes to personal things as well, and professional things. So I have, and it was hard, guys, because when you're in a service provider profession and you like caring for others and you do for others, you tend to take on so many things because you don't want to let anyone down. And I've done that. And I have been very intentional in not doing too much, but I still think there's still a point in my life where I need to declutter more. And so I'm starting to let go of things that were great professionally, but it's time for me to declutter more and more, because it feels good, y'all. It feels good. And declutter some of those relationships that every time you talk to that person, they make you cringe. Are they really serving the greater good for your personal growth? Those are things that you need to make sure that you also declutter from your life. Declutter certain environments that are no longer something that's helping you with your personal growth. As you continue to start moving more and more and more and more up to the level or the full potential of who you are, there are going to be a lot of things that are going to be dropping along the wayside, a lot of things that you're no longer going to tolerate, a lot of conversations that you're going to have, a lot of things that you're going to have to let go. And so as I'm decluttering my house, and I'm getting rid of things that have been sort of just sitting here for however long they've been sitting here, I realize that I've been decluttering my life, decluttering personal relationships, professional relationships. And that's really helped with me having a true personal freedom. I don't have any made up expectations in my mind on how someone is supposed to interact with me, or if I give a level of loyalty and love to a person, you would expect that certain level back. But now those expectations are, I'm giving who I am, and I have no expectations for you in return. That's another form of decluttering of your life that you can do. It frees you up to not be concerned on hanging on to things that are unnecessary. So do you think that there are things that you need to declutter out of your life? Are there personal conversations that keep happening, or lessons that you keep learning in your life over and over again? Whether that be a new person that enters your life that's trying to teach you the same lesson. There's something that you're not learning. There's something that you're not decluttering from your life. That's why it keeps repeating itself. I've had it repeat for me 3 times so far in my life, and I've got the message loud and clear. With this one particular lesson that I kept learning. It started when I was 13. It happened again when I was in my mid-20s. And now I'm 34 and it's happened again. And I'm like, wait a minute. Now I need to pause, self-reflect, and realize, why is this particular circumstance happening again in my life? There's something that I haven't learned. And now my eyes are wide open. And now I understand that the decluttering that I'm doing on a physical level with my home is the same decluttering that I need to do in my life, and particularly with relationships and with how I interact with individuals. And I tell you, realizing that, sitting and realizing that aspect of what I'm doing physically in my home and what I've begun doing for the last 3 years in my personal life was really freeing for me. It's really freeing. So if anyone is an empath like I am, or if you tend to be very concerned about people and, worry about, serving people and you want to do the best for people and you don't want people to be upset, those are the kind of things, these are the kind of conversations I've said to myself many, many times. You've got to find a way to declutter this from your life, because I'm telling you, it's like a trap. It's like a trap. It's been a trap in mine. I couldn't really be free, be who I am, because I was concerned about being what someone else wanted me to be. And so that's my message today. That's what's on my mind. It's a little bit all over the place today, but hey, this is straight talk, right? There's no set outline that I go through. I'm just talking from my heart. And from my heart into this mic so that I can share my message with you. So that's what I'm doing. You tell me, what are some ways, as you sit and reflect, what are some ways in which you're decluttering your life? Have you done it? Do you feel like it's not really necessary for you at this time? I feel like there's always room to declutter somewhere, whether physically or professionally in your life. Are there things that you need to remove so you can focus more on what your God-given goals or purpose is? And when you really, truly understand that, sometimes we self-sabotage ourselves by putting other things in the way that could be a distraction from the purpose that we're meant to focus on. And I've done that. I have done that. Hello, I got my hand raised. I am the perfect example of that because of fear of not really, is this really meant for me? Let me just put this on the side just in case this doesn't work out. No. 2019 is changing. So December 3rd we're going to have our Future of Diversity webinar. After that, we're going to be doing our 2019 goal crushing lipstick loops and cupcakes. I wish you can make it. Please sign up. I've already got the vision boards. Everyone's leaving with the vision board. It's going to be thebomb.com. And I'm really looking forward to that time together. And then lastly, we have our Bringing Oral Care to Dementia Care, our last webinar, December 13th. And then we're gearing up for 2019. We'll be on vacation for 2 weeks in December. Well earned. First time taking a nice vacation in 2 years, y'all. So it is time to take that vacation, have a great time with our loved ones. And so we're looking forward to that. All right, until next week, I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.